Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, all. All of you, please switch on your video. So we are discussing the revision questions from the part reflection of light. From the first chapter, light reflection and refraction, we are discussing about the reflection of light. Okay, so let us continue with the same portions, and I think we can take a small class test regarding with this topic, reflection of light, tomorrow. Are you ready? Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Only the portion reflection of light. Okay, Belvin, are you comfort now? He's running all around his room and all. Are you comfort? Okay now. Okay, so I think tomorrow we can conduct a class test, a small class test regarding the topic reflection of light. Okay, only the reflection up to the portion reflection of light tomorrow 7 p.m. Okay, and you can write the exam on OMR sheet. So let us continue with the revision. Here you have some questions. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So question number 222. I know that this is not the portion that is comes in the revision session of today. Anyway, you just cooperate. You just think and answer. Which of the following lens is a converging lens? I know this is a portion from refraction of light. You just think and answer. Try to recapitulate something that you are already studied. Which one of the following lens is a converging lens? Flat lens, bifocal lens, convex lens, concave lens.
Convex lens.
Very good. Convex lens. Convex lens are called converging lens. And can you guess, just to correlate it with the mirrors, what type of mirrors are called converging mirrors? Converging mirrors. Yes, concave mirrors are called converging mirrors, but convex lens are called converging lens. Most of the students are made some kind of mistake regarding with this area. Converging lens are convex in nature. Next question, question number 223. The power of a diverging lens is 2.0 diopter, 2 diopter. The power of a diverging lens is 2 diopter. Then what is the focal length of the lens? Power of a diverging lens is given as 2 diopter. What about the focal length of the lens? Melvin, what is the equation for calculating focal length?
Focal length is equal to
Relation between power and focal length. Yes, relation between power and focal length.
P equal to 1 by F.
Yes, P is equal to. Yes?
Can you zoom in?
All right, all right. What about now? Is it clear?
A bit more.
Now?
Yes,
Is it okay? Power of lens. The relation between power of lens is given by power and focal length. The P is equal to 1 by F. If the focal length is given and you are asked to find out the power, then you just use this equation P is equal to 1 by F. If the focal length and the radius of curvature of the mirror or lens is given, then use R is equal to 2F formula. Otherwise, we can use this equation P is equal to 1 by F. But here the power of lens is given. Power of lens P is equal to 2 diopter. And it is a power of diverging lens. What do you mean by diverging lens? Is it concave or convex? Adidev? Yes, diverging lens means it's a concave lens. And what about the focal length or power of a concave lens? Power of a concave lens.
it is always negative.
Very good. It is always negative. So you must put a negative sign here. So in the question, they are given only power of the diverging lens is 2 diopter. But when we are solving this, we must put a negative sign because concave lens, diverging lens means concave lens power is always negative. Then how we can calculate the focal length? focal length f is equal to 1 by p, reciprocal of the power, that is equal to 1 by negative 2. What will be the answer? 1 by negative 2. So here options are plus 5 meter, minus 50 centimeter, plus 500 millimeter, minus 40 centimeter.
Ma'am, is it minus 40?
Think and answer. F is equal to 1 by P, 1 by negative 2.
Ma'am, is it A?
Actually, the option A is right, but there is a correction here. It is not positive 0.5, it is negative 0.5. Negative 0.5 meter will be the focal length. Okay, so here actually the option given is positive 0.5 meter. It is wrong. The correct answer is negative 0.5 meter. Negative. Clear? The next question, 224. The focal length of a lens is plus 40 centimeter. Then calculate the power of lens. So actually the question is reversed. The focal length is given. You are asked to find out the power. Focal length of a lens is plus 40. Then students, can you identify the type of lens? Is it concave lens or convex lens?
Convex.
Yes, it is convex because the focal length of convex lens is always positive. So F is equal to plus 40 centimeter means it's a convex lens. Then what about the power? But here, one thing you must note it, here the focal length is given in centimeter. We need to convert into meter. That is focal length F is equal to 40 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Okay, in order to calculate the power of a lens, if the focal length is given in centimeter, you must convert it into meter. Then only you get the exact answer.
.4 meter.
Okay. So power of the lens is equal to P is equal to 1 by 40 into 10 raised to minus 2. That is equal to, what is 40 into 10 raised to minus 2? 1 by 0.4. 1 by 0.4. That is equal to 1 divided by 40 into 10 raised to minus 4 means 1 by 0.4. P is equal to 2.5. It is plus 2.5 diopter. So the answer is plus 2.5 diopter. Actually, the answer given is negative 2 point. Answer is plus 2.5 diopter. Here the focal length of the lens is given positive 40 centimeter. So first of all, you need to convert this centimeter into meter. That is 40 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Therefore, the power of lens becomes 1 by 40 into 10 raised to minus 2. 40 into 10 raised to minus 2 is 0.4. So 1 by 0.4 is equal to plus 2.5 diopter. If the focal length is positive, then the power of the lens must be in positive. Okay. The next question is simple. What about the SI unit of power of lens? SI unit of power of lens. Adil, SI unit of power of lens.
Diopter.
Diopter. So here we have different options are there. You have a chance to make a wrong answer here because the first option is kilowatt hour, meter, watt, diopter. We study another power in the chapter electricity. Okay, that is what is known as electric power. But here they are specified. It is the power of a lens. The SI unit of power of a lens is diopter. Some of the students are right. It is watt. Yes, it is right. But what is the SI unit of electric power? Here the question is, what about the SI unit of power of a lens? The SI unit of power of a lens is diopter. Very good. Now we have question number 228. It is something related to mirror. A concave mirror forms a virtual image of an object placed at a distance 20 centimeter. If the size of the image is twice as the size of the object, then the image will be formed at a distance of 40 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, or 30 centimeter. Read the question carefully. Question number 228. A concave mirror forms a virtual image of an object placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. If the size of the image is twice of the size of the object, then the image will be formed at a distance of dash.
10 centimeter.
Is it 10 centimeter? Yeah, actually it's right. How you get the answer?
That concave mirror is negative now. Then
Yes, concave mirror. It's a concave mirror. Then
it is placed at distance 20 centimeter. Then if the image is
it forms a virtual image of an object. It forms a virtual image of an object at a distance of 20 centimeter. Okay, it forms a virtual image at a distance of 20 centimeter. All right, then how you get the answer?
size of the image
Yes, size of the image is
twice the size of the object.
size of the image is twice as the size of the object. Okay, then what is the equation we can use here in order to find out the size of the image?
Minus V by
Yes, minus V by U. Okay, then it becomes, we know that magnification M is equal to, in the case of a mirror, magnification M is equal to minus V by U, that is equal to H dash divided by H. Okay, so here some parameters are given. A concave mirror forms a virtual image of an object placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. So the object distance U is equal to minus 20 centimeter. And if the size of the image is twice as the size of the object, that is, this magnification produced by the object is twice as the size of the object. So magnification M is equal to 20 into 2. What about 20 into 2? Magnification produced by the object is twice the size of the object. It is. What about the answer? So here we made some kind of mistake. M is equal to, we know that H dash by H. So here this 20 centimeter is given. The object size H is equal to 20 centimeter. Magnification means it is twice the size. So magnification M is equal to 2. Magnification M is equal to 2.
Ma'am, H is negative 20 now.
Yes. H is equal to negative 20. A concave mirror forms a virtual image of an object placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. If the size of the image is twice as the size of the object, then the image will be formed at a distance of dash. Yes, students, I need the answer. Magnification M is equal to minus V by U, that is equal to H dash by H. Yeah, one minute. M means here the object distance U is given. Object distance U is equal to 20 centimeter. It is object distance fixed. And we know that object is always kept on the left side of the mirror. So it should take a negative sign. So U is equal to negative 20 centimeter. Size of the image formed will be twice as that of the size of the object. So it is 20 into 2, 40. 40 is equal to minus v divided by minus u. So here these two negative signs cancels. 20 is given. Okay. Is it right actually? M is equal to negative v by u, that is equal to h dash by h. U is equal to minus 20 centimeter. 1 minute. A concave mirror forms a virtual image of the object placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. Object placed at a distance of 20 centimeter. If the size of the image is twice as the size of the object, then the image will be formed at a distance of. So here we can find out the image distance. What is the equation we are used here to find out the image distance?
Magnification into object distance.
Yeah, we can use that equation, that is m is equal to h dash by h. If we take h as equal to 20, it becomes 40. That is m is equal to h dash divided by 20. And here m is equal to 2, h dash divided by 20, which implies h dash is equal to 20 into 2, that is equal to 40 centimeter can be the answer. 1 minute, I will check the answer and will inform in the next class. Okay. The one possible answer is 40 centimeter. M is using the equation m is equal to h dash by h, where h, the distance or the height of the object is given, that is taken as 20 centimeter. So m is equal to h dash by h dash divided by 20. And here the magnification gives the size of the image. It is twice as the size of the object. So we taken it is 2 is equal to h dash by 20. Then h dash is equal to 20 into 2. I will give a clarification of this question in the next class about the final answer. Is there any other answer from you guys, students?
And we can take as object distance and image distance instead of height, right? Because it is given as distance. So
Yeah,
we can,
if we take u is equal to negative 20 centimeter, right? What about the object image distance v?
it is not given, but we can find it from the equation m into u.
Yes, what about m?
M is 2.
Okay, suppose we take m is equal to 2. Then m is equal to minus b by minus u, or 2 is equal to minus v divided by minus 20, or v is equal to 20 into 2, that is equal to 40. Anyway, I think the most possible answer is 40 centimeter. Let me check and inform. 40 centimeter. The next question number 229. The magnification produced by a spherical mirror is -2. Magnification produced by a spherical mirror m is equal to -2. What type of mirror is it? Either a convex or concave, a plane mirror, a convex mirror, or a concave mirror.
Concave mirror.
Magnification produced by a mirror, spherical mirror, is -2. What is the answer? Yes, it's right.
Concave.
Concave mirror. Why?
Concave image is always in the left. So it will be
Not only in the case of concave. In the case of every mirror, if it is a concave or convex, the object is always placed on the left side of the mirror. Here the magnification. Actually, the reason is magnification produced by convex mirror is always positive. Magnification produced by, write this reason, magnification produced by convex mirror. Magnification produced by convex mirror is always positive. There is no case of negative in the case of convex mirror. But in the case of concave mirror, it can be either positive or negative. It can be either positive or negative. Magnification produced by a convex mirror is always positive, but in the case of a concave mirror, in the case of concave, it is either positive or negative. Okay, so we can say the magnification produced by a spherical mirror is negative 2. So the only possible one is concave mirror. So the first answer is wrong. Either a convex or concave mirror, it is wrong. Because in the case of convex mirror, it always produces a positive magnification. The second option is plane mirror. Is it right? Is it right?
No, ma'am.
Why are not taking the plane mirror? Because they are given, it is in the case of a spherical mirror. Plane mirror is not spherical. That is one reason. And what is the magnification produced by a plane mirror? Magnification produced by plane mirror. It's a constant value. It is +1. The magnification produced by a plane mirror is 1 because the size of the object and size of the image is same. M is equal to H dash by H. This H dash and H are same. So M is equal to 1 in the case of a plane mirror. And also plane mirror is not spherical in nature. So the option B is also wrong. And the third option is convex mirror. As we told earlier, convex mirror always produces a positive magnification. So the only possible answer is option D, a concave mirror. Concave mirror, the magnification produced can be either positive or negative. Now the next question, question number 230. Okay. Read question number 230. An object of size 5 centimeter is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter. The distance of the image from the mirror and its height will be. So here you need to find out the image distance V and height of the image H dash. An object size 5 centimeter. Object size means which parameter is given here? Height of the object. It is represented by H. Height of the object H is given, that is equal to 5 centimeter. It is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. Which parameter is given? An object of size 5 centimeter means it is the object height. Object height is represented by H. H is equal to 5 centimeter. Placed at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. What do you mean by this statement? This 20 centimeter.
Object distance.
Yes, it is the object distance. Object distance U is equal to
-20.
-20. Very good. Any type of mirror, we place the object in left side of the mirror. So you must put a negative sign. Okay, very good. Then if you are placing an object at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a concave mirror, focal length 10 centimeter. So focal length is given. F is equal to 10 centimeter. Is it right? Focal length of a concave mirror is 10 centimeter.
-10.
Very good. -10, -10 centimeter. Since it is a concave mirror, focal length of concave mirror is always negative. So here we want to calculate the image distance, that is V, and height of the image H dash. So first of all, we can calculate the image distance. What is the equation we can use here to calculate the image distance? According to mirror formula, we have 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Just to rearrange the equation, we get 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. Substitute the values. 1 by f, that is minus 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20, which implies 1 by v is equal to minus 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20 becomes plus 1 by 20. Now just cross multiply or find the LCM. Is equal to minus 20 plus 10 divided by 10 into 20, 200. That is equal to minus 10 divided by 200. Okay. So here we get 1 by v. 1 by v is equal to negative 10 divided by 200, which implies v is equal to
200 by minus 2.
yes, 200 divided by minus 10. That is equal to negative 20. 20 by 1. 20 by 1 means 20. Negative 20. 20 by minus 1, that is equal to minus 20 centimeter. Okay. So the image distance V is equal to minus 20 centimeter. Image distance V is equal to minus 20 centimeter. And one more sub question. What about the height of the image? H dash. How we can find out the height of the image H dash?
Find the magnification.
Yes,
Then
very good. Find the magnification. What is the equation for calculating magnification? M is equal to
minus v by u.
minus V by U. M is equal to minus V by U. Here V is given or obtained as minus 20. Minus of minus 20 divided by U is minus 20. Okay. So this minus and this minus cancel. 20 and 20 cancel. So magnification M is equal to negative 1. Magnification M is equal to negative 1. Again, how we can calculate the height of the object? Sorry, height of the image. So magnification is M is equal to negative 1, which implies we can calculate the height of the image using the equation M is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. M is equal to H dash by H. So magnification is minus 1. That is equal to height of the image. H dash is unknown. So we can write it as it is. And height of the object H is equal to 5, which implies H dash is equal to minus 1 into 5. What will be the final answer? Negative 5. Negative 5 centimeter. So which one is the correct option? A, B, C or D? Here the image distance is negative 20 centimeter and the height of the image is negative 5 centimeter. So which option is correct?
D.
Yeah, option D. Image distance B is equal to negative 20. Height of the image is negative 5. So option D will be right. All right. Then the next question. The magnification produced by a spherical mirror is, that is M. M is equal to plus half. The image formed by the mirror will be real, inverted and larger in size, virtual, erect and larger in size. Two more options are there. Anyway, you don't need to be care about the option. What will be the right answer? What will be the nature and size of the image produced if the magnification M is equal to plus half?
Virtual and erect and smaller in size.
Very good. Virtual and erect. From where you get the image produced is virtual and erect. It is a right answer. If the image,
Because
yes,
when our virtual and direct form magnification will be positive.
yes. If the magnification is positive, then the nature of the image is virtual. And only the possible combination along with the virtual is virtual and erect. And then positive half. Positive half means m is equal to plus 0.5. What about the size of the image? Is it is enlarged or small?
Small.
It is small. Because we are compare the magnification with that of the value of 1. M is equal to 1. The size of the image is same. M is less than 1. It is diminished or small. Similarly, if M is greater than 1, it is enlarged. So here the condition is the magnification produced by a spherical mirror is plus half. Plus is indicates the nature of the image. So it is indicates virtual and erect, and this half, it indicates the size of the image. It is 0.5, which is less than 1. So diminished or small in size. Okay. So the correct option is virtual and erect, small size. Is it okay? Is it okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can move to the next question. Read the question carefully. I think the first 2, 3, 4 questions, okay. First 2 questions based on the second chapter. We can start it from question number 4. From question number 4. The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. Focal length of the mirror is dash. Radius of curvature R is equal to 20 centimeter. What about the focal length? What is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length? Melvin, are you there? I know you know the equation.
Yes, ma'am.
Relation between radius of curvature and focal length of the lens, focal length of the mirror.
Yes, ma'am. F is equal to, no, R is equal to 2F.
R is equal to 2F. So here the focal length is given. Sorry, radius of curvature is given. Radius of curvature R is equal to 20 centimeter. Then how you calculate the focal length? Yes.
Ma'am, choose.
How we can calculate? Anyone?
Ma'am, choose 10.
Question number 4. Question number 4. The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. Then what is the focal length of the mirror?
F is equal to R by 2.
F is equal to R by 2. That is equal to radius of curvature is 20 divided by 2. So what is the final answer?
10.
10 centimeter. Okay. We can check the options. Options are here. 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter and 40 centimeter. So answer is 10 centimeter. So it's a direct question. Next one. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image of an object placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. Where is the image located? A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image of an object placed at a distance of 10 centimeter in front of it. Where is the image located? So here the object distance u is equal to -10. And it produces 3 times magnified real image of an object. So magnification produced is equal to 3. M is equal to -3. Why I take here negative sign? Any idea?
Real image.
Yes, very good. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image. So if the image formed is real in nature, it should possess a negative sign. Oh, actually it's the time. Sorry.